Hello everyone and welcome to Medford Anywhere Learning TV. We're glad you're tuned in. We want to give a shout out to our friends at Southern Oregon PBS, KTVL, KDRV, and the Dove Network. Thank you for hosting us on your station. In the Medford School District, we have one shared vision, and that we believe that all are learning, and learning is for all. And what better place to do that than right here on Medford Anywhere Learning TV.
A deer, a female deer, ray, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself, far, a long, long way to run. So, a needle pulling thread, law, a note to follow, so. Tea, a drink with jam and bread, that will bring us back to dough. Hi there, I'm Miss Locey and I teach choir and leadership at Hedrick Middle School. Joining me today is Mrs. Brock, who teaches choir and world music at South Medford High School. Today we are here to help you use solfege syllables to describe melodies. Some of those weird words we were just singing in that song are what we refer to as solfege syllables. They're just syllables we use to describe different types of notes. When we sing them in a row in order like this, it's called a scale. Let's try singing a scale together. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. And we can even go back down. Let's try going down. Do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. I wish I could hear you. I bet you sang that beautifully. Some of you may have noticed I was doing some weird things with my hands. Those are called Kerwin hand signs. I like to use these because they help me figure out how high and low the notes that I'm singing are. Let's try and sing a scale up and down while using our Kerwin hand signs. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. Now we could choose to keep going down. We could go do, ti, la, and continue in this order. In the same way, we could start here at do and keep going higher. Do, re, mi. Nice and high, it doesn't have to stop there. Now here's what that same exact scale looks like in standard musical notation. Notice that the syllables remain exactly the same and the notes get higher as we go up the scale. Let's try singing a scale going upward using standard notation. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Can you go back down now? Do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. Now here's where it gets cool. We don't have to go in that exact order every time. We can sing the same note multiple times in a row, or we can even skip around. So let's head back here. I want you to try and sing and use hand signs for whatever note I point to. I'll start easy, don't worry. Do, re, mi, do, mi, sol, la, so, mi, fa, sol, do, do. Do you notice how those two do's sound similar, but one's higher and one's lower? Those are called octaves. Just a cool thing for you to know. Let's try a pattern that some of you might recognize. We start on do again. Get your hand signs ready. Do, mi, so, so, re, fa, fa, la, ti, ti. Ooh, do it again. Do, mi, so, so, re, fa, fa, la, ti, ti. Can you do it faster? Try it. Do, mi, so, so, re, fa, fa, la, ti, ti. Do, mi, so, so, re, fa, fa, la, ti, ti. Cool, now that you've done that, let's do a totally different one. All right, we're starting on so this time. Ready? Hand signs are out. You've got so. So, do, la, fa, mi, do, re. Take a breath. So, do, la, ti, do, I used a re that was higher than what we have written down? Go ahead and try and sing that one more time with me. I bet you can get even more notes right this time. So, do, la, fa, mi, do, re. So, do, la, ti, do, re, do. Now you try singing that one more time. Use your solfege. I'm going to sing some different words. See if you can still sing the solfege while I do something totally different. We still start on so. When you know the notes to sing, you can sing most anything. Can you try and sing the words with me this time? Try it with me. We start again on so, but we're singing when. When you know the notes to sing, you can sing most anything. Now let's circle back a little bit and think about that first pattern that we sang together, our do, mi, mi. Why don't you try singing that with me? We start on do. Do, mi, mi, so, re, fa, fa, la, ti, ti. Again, do, mi, so, re, fa, fa, la, ti. Now something different. When you know the notes to sing, you can sing most anything. How do you think it would sound if we put both of those patterns together? Mrs. Brock is here to join me. She will start us out. Let's go ahead and just sing this together. Pick whatever part you want. Do, mi, so, re, fa, fa, la, ti, ti. Do, mi, so, re, fa, fa, la, ti, ti. When you know the notes to sing, you can sing most anything. Now you know this part, don't you? Do, a deer, a female deer. Re, a drop of golden sun. Try adding your Kerwin hand signs. Mi, a name I call myself. Fa, a long, long way to run. So, a needle pulling thread. La, a note to follow. So, tea, a drink with jam and bread. That will bring us back to do. Congratulations! You used solfege to describe melodies.
Hi kids, it's Mrs. Brock. I was at the piano before, and now I'm here. I'm going to lead us in some singing. One of the things that's hard about being home during this time is that we're not getting a chance to sing as much as we do at school. So we're going to give you an opportunity to join us and sing along with us some of your Disney favorites. This is one of my favorites. This is supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. It's the biggest word in the universe, I think. All right, take it away, Miss Locey. It's supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, umdi-little-umdi-lie, umdi-little-umdi-lie. Because I was afraid to speak when I was just a lad. My father gave me nose a tweak and told me I was bad. But then one day I learned a word that saved me aching nose. The biggest word you've ever heard, and this is how it goes. Oh, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, umdi-little-umdi-lie. lie, lie. He traveled all around the world and everywhere he went, he'd use this word and all would say, there goes a clever gent. When dukes of Maharaja pass the time of day with me, I say me special word and then they ask me out to tea. Oh, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Great job.
This one's for you, Hedrick Choir kids. Please enjoy the bare necessities from the Jungle Book. Look for the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife. I mean the bare necessities, old Mother Nature's recipes that bring the bare necessities of life. Whenever I wander, wherever I roam, I couldn't be fonder of my big home. The bees are buzzing in the trees to make some honey just for me. And you look under the rocks and plants and take a glance at the fancy ants and maybe try a few. The bare necessities of life will come to you, will come to you. Look for the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife. I mean the bare necessities, that's why a bear can rest at ease with just the bare necessities of life. When you pick a pawpaw or prickly pear, and you prick a raw paw, next time beware. Don't pick the prickly pear by paw. When you pick the pear, try to use the claw. But you don't need to use the claw when you pick a pear of the big pawpaw. Have I given you a clue? The bare necessities of life will come to you, will come to you. Look for the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife. I mean the bare necessities, old Mother Nature's recipes that bring the bare necessities of life. Bring the bare necessities of life.
Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase.
Hakuna Matata. Ain't no passing craze.
Means no worries for the rest of your days. It's all problem-free philosophy. Hakuna Matata. When he was a young warthog,
When I was a young warthog.
very nice.
Thanks.
He found his aroma like a certain appeal. He could clear the savannah after every meal.
I'm a sensitive soul. Though I seem thick-skinned.
Oh, it's a hard one.
And it hurt that my friends never stood downwind. And oh, the shame.
He was ashamed.
Thought of changing my name.
Oh, what's in a name?
And I got downhearted.
How did you feel?
Every time that I...
Oh, no, not in front of the kids.
Oh, sorry.
Hakuna Matata, what a wonderful phrase. Hakuna Matata, ain't no passing craze. phrase. It means no worries, sing it kid, for the rest of your days. It's all problem-free philosophy. Hakuna Matata.
Thanks for making music with us today. I hope you had some fun. Let's close off our session by singing You've Got a Friend in Me from Toy Story. You've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. When the road looks rough ahead and you're miles and miles from your nice warm bed, you just remember what your old pal said. Son, you've got a friend in me. Yeah, you've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. If you've got troubles, then I've got them too. There isn't anything I wouldn't do for you. If we stick together, we can see it through. 'Cause you've got a friend in me. Yeah, you've got a friend in me. Some other folks might be a little bit smarter than I am, bigger and stronger too. Maybe. But none of them will ever love you the way I do. Just me and you, boy. And as the years go by, our friendship will never die. You're gonna see it's our destiny. You've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. Yeah, you've got a friend in me. Bye, guys.
Thanks for tuning in to Medford Anywhere Learning TV. Medford School District is a place where all are learning, and learning is for all.
Ninja Red Riding Hood might be one of my very favorites because she is awesome and she defeats the big bad wolf and even kind of teaches him some things. Ninja Red Riding Hood. Once upon a ninja-filled time, a wolf couldn't catch any prey. He kept getting licked by the dinner he picked and was growing more mad by the day. Oh. You see how angry he is? His belly was aching for bacon. I'm wasting away, he complained. To huff and to puff was no longer enough, so he snuck into school to be trained. He practiced his katas for hours and mastered the whirlwind and wheel. He jackknifed and flipped and at last felt equipped to once again catch a good meal. Drooling with anticipation, he set off in search of some meat. While deep in the wood, he met Riding Hood. I'm bringing my grandma a treat. The wolf licked his chops when he saw and hastily thought up a plan. There are blossoms that way. You can pick a bouquet to give to your sweet little old gran. Then the wolf took a shortcut to Grandma's, where he thought that he'd find her in bed. But Granny was gone, so he put her robe on, and he eagerly waited for Red. Does he look like the grandma? He's trying to be in disguise, but we know who that is, don't we? Soon after, he heard someone knocking, and he called out, "My dear, come on in. Oh, don't you look good in your lovely red hood, but a shame that you've gotten so thin." Little Red took a look at her granny and said, "What on earth did you do? I could swear that your eyes have completely changed size. Hey, Gran, are you sure that it's you?" "Of course that it's me, my sweet darling. The better to see you, my dear." Your ears are so long. Something really seems wrong. Oh, my sweet girl, all the better to hear." "And those biceps, my gosh, they look massive, and your triceps and delts are immense." "The better for hugging," his grandma said, shrugging. "Dear Red, that just makes plain common sense." And those teeth, they look so much sharper." "Why, yes, all the better to chew." He jumped out of Red to gobble up Red, but she'd gone to ninja school too. Oh, I love that part so much. She grappled and sideswiped and twisted and escaped from his clutches unscratched. She attempted a lock, but he managed to block. They appeared to be evenly matched. Just then they both heard someone chopping. A woodsman, Red thought, but instead it was Gran in her gi. She'd just come from Tai Chi. "Don't you dare harm a hair on her head." The wolf took a swing at that instant, but Red deftly dodged the attack. She got a good grip, threw him over her hip, and the wolf wound up flat on his back. "I'll skedaddle," the wolf said in anguish as he struggled back on his feet. "Just a second, you beast. You will not be released till you promise to give up red meat." Though his tummy still rumbled with hunger, the wolf faced his rival and vowed, "Ninja Red, you have won. My meat days are done." "Oh, Red-chan," said Gran, "I'm so proud." Then Red and the wolf bowed politely, and Gran gave him half her peach pie. The wolf was a mess. He'd had way too much stress. "I guess I'll give yoga a try." He enrolled at the Downward Dog Center, where his tension began to decrease. He studied with yogis and said no to meat hoagies, and at last he felt truly at peace. Thank you guys for reading that story with me. It is one of my very favorites, and I'm glad I got to share it with you today.
My name is Stella, and I'm in 5th grade.
Tell me about the school board. What do you know about a school board and what a school board does?
I think it makes big decisions for the school. And do you decide field trips?
It is the people that decide stuff about the school. They're the people that decide all the school rules and stuff like that.
What do you think about that? I mean, it sounds kind of like a big job.
Yeah, it is a pretty big job. I've seen what they do, and it's pretty cool.
They volunteer, so they don't really get paid. It's kind of shocking that they don't get paid, but it's good that they're volunteering, you know.
They do so much for us, and for the students, I guess.
I think that that's really nice of them, especially since I just think it's really nice because a lot of people don't take the time to do that in their day, and a lot of people don't care that much about other people.
I like how they all make a decision by listening to each other's ideas and correcting each other's ideas.
Keep doing that if you want the world to be a good place, and maybe that might encourage some kids when they grow up to be a teacher too.
Thank you for the amazing ideas and rules you've come up with, and I hope that you guys keep on having fun with your job and make very good decisions.
Gracias, Medford School Board.
So nice to meet you too, Dr. Champion. And yes, I have a couple of questions. This one's quite serious.
All right.
So, from one champion to another, who are you going to root for?
Well, what are my options?
South Medford Panthers, North Tornadoes.
Whatever team is representing Medford, I guarantee that's the team that I'm going to be rooting for sure.
If you got to make a holiday, what would it be?
Make a holiday. I think I would go with Color Day. Late January, when it's real dark and cold outside, we have our holiday, which is Color Day. And on Color Day, everybody wears their bright colors, like your bright pink. All the cakes are multicolored cakes, and there's confetti and things going up in rainbows, and you name it, there's color everywhere. And we take the gray world and we make it colorful. How's that sound?
Good.
It's pretty good. Thanks.
What state are you from?
I grew up and spent most of my life in Texas. I was born in a small town right in the center of Texas. I started teaching at an elementary school in Houston, Texas. I taught elementary theater arts for a number of years in the Austin area.
Have you been on Pottermore before?
Have I been on what?
Pottermore.
What is that?
It's a Harry Potter app.
Yes.
So you can take quizzes on it, and like, what's your Patronus and what's your house?
What's your Patronus?
It's a type of dog. I think it's a terrier.
That's so awesome. I'm afraid I'd get on there and be like, my Patronus would be like a chipmunk or something. I mean, I want something ferocious and incredible. I mean, I'm nervous to do this whole Potter, what's it called?
Pottermore.
Pottermore. That's awesome. What house are you?
Hufflepuff.
All right, Hufflepuff. That's awesome. I've always appreciated Hufflepuff.
Other countries, such as Finland, they have technology classes such as coding and computing. Do you think our school district could have the budget to implement those kinds of classes in schools?
Great question. As a matter of fact, it's something that the Medford School District has prioritized over the last few years. We've got, for example, the Chromebook rollout that's starting this year with 9th grade, which offers an opportunity for a tool for our students and teachers to be able to access technology very easily, literally in their hands. However, we know that coding is a skill that can grow, and it's definitely something that we are considering looking toward for the future. My son happens to be a computer programmer, and so this is very near and dear to my heart as well, so that's a great question.
What is your favorite type of car?
My favorite type of car is one that runs, that has an air conditioner, and that's pretty much it. I also like good gas mileage. Get me there safely, and have an air conditioner.
What's the first change you want to propose as superintendent, and why?
One of the things that I believe, John, is that it's important that there's not this idea that I'm going to bring all this whole new set of ideas into the system. That actually what we need to do is together, with teachers and with principals and with students and with all of us, the board, coming together and saying, here's who we want to be, here's where we want to go, and then let's talk about then how we get there. So this idea that I'm some sort of magician who has all the tricks to make all those things happen, that's not the way it works. What happens is we together have the best ideas together. And so one of the pieces that I want to bring is to make sure that we're doing that we're bringing the voices of teachers and students and principals, central office folks, and the community together so that we can make some things better.
Do you go to different schools, or were you a teacher?
Yeah, so I do go to different schools.
No, like are you a sub or a teacher?
Oh, got it. So I am not a sub or a teacher right now. I do sometimes go into classrooms, though. I love that, and I love the opportunity to hang out with students and do some teaching. I love it. And it makes me thrilled that for our teachers who do that every day, because it's incredible. They do incredible hard work, wouldn't you say?
Yes, they do.
They do.
They really do.
I agree.
They do really hard work every day to make sure their students are safe and healthy
and not getting sick.
And learning.
And learning as well.
And learning. I mean, all those things is what a great teacher does. And so getting the opportunity to go see the teachers do that is one of my favorite things to do, for sure.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's true.